Hello there, and welcome back to the Stories by Code channel. It's lovely to have you here tonight. If you're new, this is a quiet corner for unhurried science. Soft stories, gentle ideas, and a pace designed to help you unwind. If you've been here before, you already know the rhythm. We keep our voices low, our curiosity warm, and our steps steady. If these calm wanderings help you rest, you're always welcome to save the video to a bedtime playlist. Or, if you wish to leave a small, sleepy wave in the comments. For now, there's nothing you need to do. Let your shoulders ease. Let your jaw unclench. Breathe in for 4 and out for 6. Imagine a lamplight glow on a page, and the quiet turning of history's leaves. Tonight we'll begin a long, gently told journey through a remarkable chapter in Earth's recent past. A moment when the climate, already softening at the end of the last ice age, suddenly changed its mind. Close your eyes and picture the world at the close of the last ice age. Great walls of ice still shoulder the northern horizons, but they are shrinking. Rivers run faster and fatter with meltwater. Forests, long held at bay by cold, begin edging north. Human groups spread into lands that for generations had been locked under snow and silence. The climate is on a gentle upward path, warmer, wetter, more forgiving. And then, quite suddenly in geological terms, the line snaps downwards. Cold rushes back. The winds change their song. Glaciers pause their retreat, and in some places they lurch forwards again. The brief spring of a warming world gives way to a late, hard winter. This abrupt reversal is what we call the Younger Dryas, a climatic snapback that began roughly 12,900 years ago and persisted for about 1,200 years, ending near 11,700 years before present, close to the start of the current epoch, the Holocene. Its name comes from Dryas octopetala, a hardy Arctic alpine flower whose pollen reappears in European lake sediments during this period, signaling a return to tundra conditions. In other words, the very plants tell the story. As temperatures dipped, tundra species marched south, and their microscopic traces settled into the mud. A quiet diary kept at the bottoms of lakes. How do we know the shift was swift? Much of our certainty comes from the layered archives of ice cores, particularly those extracted from Greenland. Each year's snowfall there is compressed into a wafer-thin line of ice, and within it, the ratios of oxygen isotopes preserve a record of temperature. In these stacks of frozen pages, scientists see the Younger Dryas arrive, not as a slow, ambling drift, but as a sharp descent. Decades, perhaps even years rather than centuries. Other lines of evidence agree. Bands of silt and clay laid down in glacial lakes known as varves show changes in runoff and seasonality. Dust levels shift. Pollen profiles flip from woodland to shrub and back again. Like instruments in an orchestra, each proxy plays its part, and the theme is unmistakable. Sudden cooling, then a sustained chill, followed by an equally abrupt return to warmth. What could force the climate's hand in this way, right when the world seemed set upon warming? One of the leading explanations turns our eyes to the ocean's great conveyor, the Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, an immense system of currents that ferries heat northwards in the Atlantic. This circulation depends on contrasts in temperature and salinity. Warm, salty surface waters travel north. They cool, become denser, and sink, drawing more water in their wake. If a large pulse of fresh water floods the North Atlantic, it can thin the saltiness of the surface and make it less eager to sink. That, in turn, can slow or even stall the conveyor. slow the conveyor, and the North Atlantic region loses a major source of heat.